Hello again everyone, welcome to another Transformers review. This is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Right, today I thought I'd do a review of a figure that I got off eBay just last week. It is of course Beast Wars 2 GIGASTORM. Let me just show you the box first, because I've got this nicely in the box. Here he is, lovely, gorgeous computer generated artwork there, absolutely fantastic stuff. There we go, spin it round, and then of course we've got just the toy picture with its 3 modes, of course, because this is a triple changer and you can't go wrong with triple changers. Right, I'm going to put him down there. Now then, this is him in his city mode, absolutely fantastic mode. But before I go on about that, I'll just give you a little bit of history about the figure. He of course was released back in Japan for Beast Wars 2. He is the reformatted Megastorm, because that first figure, Megastorm, was a green tank, which of course was the repainted, well, not really repainted, but repainted Generation 2 Megatron tank. Yeah, so this is him in his reformatted mode as GIGASTORM. I can't tell you much else because I haven't really watched the cartoons, mainly because they're all in Japanese, of course, and I just couldn't be bothered really. But yeah, okay, right, anyway, this is him in his city mode, an absolutely fantastic city mode, and I really do like this figure, because of course this is a repainted Generation 1 Triptychon, which I still think is probably the best ever base former. I mean, you just got to look at it and it looks brilliant. I mean, even though in this mode he's missing nearly all of his accessories, the only accessory he does come with is the little car on top here, which is Giga Scout. I'll just take him off quickly so we can have a quick look at him. Here we go. See, I put the nice little Predacon symbol there. I don't know if you can see that, just sort of there. Anyway, yeah, it's a nice little car, sort of like futuristic, sort of like moon buggy, June buggy sort of thing. He's got a simple transformation. We just sort of fold his legs out, and there we have it. Not much to write home about at all, but you know, that's the way things go with Transformers sometimes. Anyway, we're going to put him down there. There you go, just in car mode. Yeah, so he's missing nearly all the, well, yeah, all the accessories that Triptychon came with, because he should have had 2 little towers that fit on the side here, which would spin around various radar dishes or guns, depending on what mode he's in. And of course, he had 2 towers there and there, and he had 2 bits that go over under here to keep these. These should be sort of like that, really. But it doesn't matter, because they still look really good just as it is. Yeah, now then, the other thing I do like about this, it doesn't come with no stickers, of course, because very few Transformers these days come with stickers, only like the reissues come with stickers. But he's got this nice paint application here, this giant arrow, and this absolutely brilliant Predacon sign, absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, just another thing I wanted to mention was the plastic quality. I wasn't really expecting much with this, mainly because the reason why I never bought this guy before was because I'd only ever seen him for about £100 on eBay, and I wasn't going to pay that much, because I thought, well, I've got a Triptychon, and at the end of the day, this is just going to be sort of like probably an inferior quality plastic version. But having got this guy, because I bought this guy for £60, which is exactly what I wanted to pay for it, I'm absolutely taking all that back, because I think this guy is absolutely brilliant. The plastic quality is really good. He feels sturdy. He absolutely feels everything. I mean, there's no loose joints in him at all. Of course, he's like brand new, enough in the box and what have you, but he's still absolutely brilliant. I think, you know, rivals Triptychon. I mean, if you can't get a Triptychon, get this guy, or even maybe get this guy instead of Triptychon. Mainly just because he is just as good, and probably the electronics probably will work better in this one than my Triptychon, because I had to replace the engine in my Triptychon. Maybe that's why my review didn't walk too well. But still, there we go. Anyway, right, we're going to take this guy to battle station mode. There's not much difference. We just flip in these helipads, like so. We flip up the little ramp at the front there, click that into place, fold down his little orange guns. On Triptychon they're grey. Now then, we just flip these up, fold these in, click them into place, like so. There we go, it's all clicked in. Now then, we've got to rotate his legs until they reach a certain point in there. And then what that happens then is that when you've got them there, we fold these over, because these become sort of guns. We flip that down, flip these forwards, extend the guns out of there, like so. Right, so when you've got the legs in position, what you can do then is you can pick him up. And the legs do not flop anyway. Let me pick him up from here, just so you can see that I'm not holding them or nothing. And he becomes like a little flying base and really good. Then we can put him down. He's got little wheels here, and then he's got loads of wheels on his back, allowing you to roll him quite easy. So he moves pretty freely. Absolutely good stuff. Now then, right, so that is him in his battle station mode. No massive difference really between that and his, you know, city mode. Right, so he's still pretty good though. I still, like I say, I love this fucking Transformer. Still one of my favourites. Right, we're going to take this guy to dinosaur mode. Put these down. Like so. Now then, we're just going to get the sides and we're going to flip these up, and they do click into position. Like so. Stay in there. Right, now then we flip these back. Now then we pick him up. Put those little guns in. And we're just going to spin his head all the way around. Flip these towers down towards his back. Now then we've got to try and get his legs into position. Flip his little head up. And this is him in dinosaur mode, or T-Rex mode, whatever you want to call it. Let me just get this closer. Try and get the light right on him now. I don't know if that's going to work too well. But this is him in his dinosaur mode. I think this is brilliant. Absolutely great Transformer. I really do love it. He's got loads of new paint applications all around here. He's got green sort of scales all painted on his back. Absolutely brilliant. I think he's really good. Gold paint there. And of course this lovely big fucking horn. I mean, that is just, you know, the icing on the cake with this guy. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I mean, he just does look better than Trypticon. I'll show you because I've got Trypticon ready. Right, well, let's see if I can get this guy to walk, because he does walk better than my Trypticon. But we'll soon see. There we go. Oh, there we go. He's off. And he walks really well. You know, he's a bit slow and everything, but he walks amazingly well. Like I say, better than my Trypticon. Anyway, there we go. I'll stop him somewhere. Can't find the button. There we go, because it does get very noisy. Right, there we go. Now then, he's got a nice black painted head right along the top there. And you can open his mouth, but he is missing the gun that should be inside there. As it is, I don't know if you can really tell off this, because it is very dark for some reason. There we go. I'm going to try and shine a light right on him here. There we go. He looks quite like a toothless monster. But there we go. I added a few little Predacon signs on his legs just there. Just because I thought, well, you know, he could do an extra couple. But I think he looks absolutely brilliant. Now then, we're going to put Giga Scout onto his chest where he should be. Oh my god, he does look brilliant. Just going to do a quick comparison with Trypticon. I'm going to put Trypticon by the side of him. There he is. Now, I don't know if we can see these better. Let me try and do a side sort of view of him. How does that look? There we go. Let me try this light. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let me get my light just around there. There we go. How's that? Oh, right, you can see that. There we go. I think these guys do look good. Of course, like I say, Trypticon comes with all the stickers and everything. And of course, you can open his mouth. And then he has this, and not the giant horn, which you then pull out the gun. Which I actually really do like that feature, but then this horn is absolutely really brilliant on GIGASTORM. Some great stuff, and of course, then you notice all the missing paint applications, and he does look very plain once you notice them. But still, an amazing figure. Trypticon you can't go wrong with. GIGASTORM you can't go wrong with as well. And now then, yeah, really, I don't know what else to say other than if you haven't got either of these guys, either one will probably do you just as good. Trypticon mainly because he comes with all those accessories that just make his city mode just look even more impressive. But if you can't get Trypticon, then I would strongly suggest you get GIGASTORM. Absolutely brilliant figure. Right, there we go. That was probably my first Beast Wars review. I hope you all like it, and I want to do a few more, just time permitting and everything like that. Until the next time, I'll see you all later.